प्रणमामि च माधवदेवपदम् वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमो ब्रह्मण्यदेवाय गोब्राह्मणहिताय च जगद्धिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमो पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांघ्रहे। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। कस्तूरी तिलकं ललाटपटले वक्षस्थले कौस्तुभं नासाग्रे वरमौक्तिकं करतले वेणुं करे कङ्कणं सर्वांगे हरिचन्दनं सुललितं कंठे च मुक्तावले गोपस्त्री परिवेष्टितो विजयते गोपालचूडामणि। Today is a very, very auspicious day. The most favorite day to those who are ardent worshippers of Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. It is the appearance of Supreme Lord Shri Krishna, who is the master of all mystics, who is the master of all the three worlds, who is the master of the yogis, the jnanis, the karmis, the tapasvis, and who is most dear to the devotees. That Supreme Lord Shri Krishna, he chose this particular tithi to appear in this material world. Supreme Lord's appearance is eternal. Supreme Lord is not the one who takes birth and he dies. And Supreme Lord is not addressed in past tense. He had taken birth. He performed pastimes. These are not applicable in the case of Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. Because Krishna is eternally performing pastimes. Time has past, present and future in this material world. But there is no existence of such in the spiritual abode. Time is under his control. He is time. Kalosmi aham. I am the time. Upon his dictation, time moves. Otherwise, it doesn't. So, the time is Supreme Lord. Therefore, there is no possibility of past tense in the case of Supreme Lord. His appearance is eternal. His lifting Govardhana hill is eternal. Is happening now. We are not seeing it. But in some or other planet it is going on. There are infinite planets. Just like our acharyas give an example, just like when drama company comes to our place and then a drama is performed, after the drama is finished, the drama company shifts to another place. It goes to another place. কি বলবেন কিছু? এখন আমি পাঠে আছি, এরা জানে না কোথায় আছে, পরে আধা ঘন্টা পরে। What was I saying? That's why I don't like disturbance in Harikatha. Because we are under the influence of time. We are totally under the control of material Maya. This indicates what is our position and how far we have to travel to get to that location. A moment is enough for us to forget Supreme Lord. Just a fraction of a second. So many mental diversions in this material world. And how can we perform bhajan? That Supreme Lord, who is the master of everyone, He is performing pastimes everywhere in all planets, just like a drama company. I was giving this example. A company is performing they have performed an act, a play at one place. Then they pack up all their things that they have brought. They go to another place and they perform another play there. We cannot say that drama company is finished. No, it has changed the place, it has changed its location. It's going on at some other location. So Supreme Lord is like that. In this material world, He has performed pastimes and now He is performing elsewhere. Krishna is lifting Govardhan hill even now. Krishna is stealing butter even today. Krishna is taking birth today. Krishna is, now Brahma Vivaha Leela is going on now. But all of these things are happening in different worlds. Because somewhere birth, somewhere some other activity, somewhere some other activity. It is Supreme Lord is not, limited to one place. That drama company is here means it is not there, it cannot be there. No, for Supreme Lord there is no such impossibility. All impossibilities become possible in Supreme Lord. That is Supreme. What is the meaning of Supreme Lord? Kartum, akartum, anyata kartum, sa samartha sa eva ishvara. Sarvata samartha. Kartum, akartum. Whatever He can do, He can undo it. Whatever has been done, He can undo it. Whatever He has undone, He can redo it. There is nothing called possible or impossible in the case of Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. Sarva Samartha, He has the ability to do anything. That is the definition of Ishvara, that is the definition of Supreme. So, He is expanding in multiple ways. There is no scarcity of servants. There is no scarcity of His associates. They are performing pastimes in innumerable places. All of them are going on simultaneously. The pure devotees are able to see this constantly. Brahmaji, he prays in Yam Shyama Sundaram Achintya Gunaswarupam. Shyama Sundara Supreme Lord is Achintya Gunaswarupa. Achintya means what? That which is beyond our mundane conception, beyond our conceivement of this material mind, beyond imagination. Achintya Gunaswarupam, He has got the qualities of Achintya, totally beyond our imagination. How do you know this? Santa Sadaiva Hridayeshu Vilokayanti. Because the sadhus are constantly seeing Him. The sadhus, the devotees, they are constantly seeing the Supreme Lord. Not now they are seeing and next minute they are not seeing. It's not like that. Santaha sadaiva hridayeshu vilokayan. They are constantly seeing. But how? Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena. How are they seeing? because their eyes are anointed with love of devotion to Supreme Lord. Our eyes are anointed with materialism. So much of material desires, material hankering. Therefore, we are only seeing enjoyment everywhere. But sadhus, the devotees, premanjana churita, their eyes are anointed with pure devotion. Therefore, they are seeing the pastimes of Supreme Lord Shri Krishna, Achintya Gunaswarupam, who is Achintya, he is simultaneously existing everywhere, performing all the pastimes at one time. How is it possible? That is Achintya Gunasampanna. He is performing all the pastimes at one point in time in different universes. That is supreme. That is why when the Lord has appeared in the womb of Devaki, at first he appeared in the heart of Vasudeva. It's not like an ordinary man and women's mingling that Krishna took birth. Krishna appears. He descends into this material world. Janma karma chame divyam. My birth and my activities are divyam. They are transcendental. They are not jada. They are not material. They are not mundane like any other person. He is telling they are all divya. They are transcendental. My birth is transcendental. My activities are also transcendental. Birth is one of those activities. Because when the unborn takes birth, how it will be? Supreme Lord who is unborn, Aja, he is not to be born. But he takes birth. Why? Because he is completely subdued by the loving devotion of his devotees. They want to serve him in the mood of Vatsalya, in the mood of affection, motherly affection, fatherly affection, parental affection. They want to serve him. Therefore, subdued by their devotion, they don't want anything. I'll give you this, I don't want. I'll give you this, I don't want. I'll give you liberation, I don't want, Baba. I don't want any of these things. What do you want? I want to serve you as my child. Then the Lord will have to oblige that Supreme Lord who is completely independent, Abhigya Swarat. He is the autocrat, he is the diplomat, he is all in all. There is no one above him, Asamordhva. There is no one equal to him, there is no one superior to him. That Supreme Lord is obliged to take birth. Means how importance, what importance that the Lord has given to bhakti, to devotion. Because it is Bhagavata Dharma. Bhagavata Dharma means Yevai Bhagavata Prokta. That which the Lord himself has given, by which one can attain him, that is Bhagavat Dharma. The path that the Lord himself has enunciated for the welfare of any person, Agya, even a person is ignorant. Even if such an ignorant person follows Bhagavat Dharma, immediately the Lord will be subdued by him. Because Evai Bhagavata Prokta, it has been directly enunciated by Supreme Lord himself. So, being completely subdued by the loving devotion of the Supreme Lord, of the devotees, the Supreme Lord, the Master of all, the Lord of all Lords, the controller of everyone, he takes birth as an ordinary child. He appears in the heart of Vasudeva, and then from the heart of Vasudeva he transfers into the heart of Devaki. Not bottom up, top to bottom, appears from above. We cannot make the Supreme Lord take birth against his wish. When the Lord desires, then he will descend. And that also he will choose his own persons whom he wants to make as his father and mother. Because we are bound by karma. We have no choice. I want to take birth in American Bill Gates family. No, your karma is not there to take birth there. I want to take birth in an Indian Brahminical family. No, your karma does not support it. You have to be a hog. That's it. That is your karma, and you have to oblige to it. Lord has no such obligation, karma. But he is obliged by devotees' devotion, that he becomes even a Varahamurti. He becomes a fish, he becomes tortoise, he becomes lion, he becomes human. But not because he is bound by karma, it is because he wanted to give his devotees a special chance to worship him in that form. Therefore, janma karma chame divyam evam vetti yo tattvataha. Those who know this in truth means as it is, not by mental concoction. In truth, those who know that my birth and my activities are transcendental. Tyaktva deham punarjanmanaiti. My dear Arjuna, Mamiti so Arjuna, my dear Arjuna, Tyaktva deham punarjanmanaiti. After he gives up the body, he will not have to take birth again. There is no second birth to him after that. Those who have understood my pastimes and my activities or my birth, they are eternal. So when he appeared in the womb of Devaki, after, like any other material boy, he stayed in the womb for 8 months and then he appeared. Because even though his appearance is transcendental, he still wants to give logic to all those atheists that Krishna also took birth like an ordinary human. He also stayed in the mother's womb for 8 months, 9 months. But if you go through Srimad Bhagavatam, we will see that Krishna has appeared out of the womb. He has not come like any other human. Adhasthana, from down, he has appeared in front of Devaki. He is not holding Sudarshan Chakra, Padma Chakra and four-handed form inside the womb. He appeared in that form in front of Devaki Devi. And Devaki Devi, Vasudev, they were singing the glories. And Krishna is giving them, abhaya. Don't worry. I will protect you. Don't worry. So in this manner, Krishna is telling that I have come. When Krishna comes, it brings pleasure to the devotees. The Lord's appearance is for the pleasure of the devotees. To kill the demons or miscreants is not the principal cause of his birth. The Lord descends obliged by the devotee's devotion. Because to kill the miscreants or the demons, the Lord does not have to appear all the way, doesn't have to come here. Simply by his wish, his desire, everything will be finished. Simply by that it will happen. But he appears for the pleasure of his devotees. So, that Supreme Lord, Nandanandana Shri Krishna, he is the cause of all causes. Brahma, Shiva, Ganesh, Indra, Chandra, Varuna, all the demigods, they are saying only one thing, that Krishna is Supreme Lord. Krishna is telling, I am Supreme Lord. Manmanabha Madbhakta, you become my devotee. Bhoktaram Yajna Tapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwara, I am the master of everything. Aham Bija Pradapita, I am the one who has given birth to everyone. I am everyone. I am all in all. I am to be worshipped. I am to be taken shelter of. Krishna is telling. But we may not believe the words of Krishna. Why should I believe? There is Shankar also. Shankar is not boasting I am God. God will not have to boast that he is God. Why will the God have to boast? If he is God, it will automatically be revealed. Isn't it? Shankar has not boasted himself as God. Why Krishna has to boast? Because unless until the Lord gives his identity, unless until he reveals himself, nobody can know him. Who can know him if he does not reveal himself? It's impossible. We have been hearing that unless until a mother or a father does not reveal to the child that they are his mother and father, the child will not have any way to understand them, to be his parents or her parents. It's only when they reveal he will know. Because it is completely outside the realization and understanding of the child. In a similar manner, Supreme Lord is totally beyond our knowledge, beyond our understanding. Unless if he does not reveal himself. Ke janite pare jadi tini na janan. Who can know him? If he will not make himself known. Impossible. So Shankara, he is not telling I am God, but he is telling Aradhananam Sarvesham Vishnu Aradhanam Param. Among many forms of worship, worship of Vishnu is supreme. Vishnu is telling I am supreme, but if I am thinking that Mahesh or Shiva is supreme, that Shiva is telling Aradhananam Sarvesham Vishnu Aradhanam Param. That service of Vishnu is supreme. And if we think Brahma is supreme, that Brahma is telling Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradi Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam. He is not Ishwar. Ishvara Paramaha, he is Parameshwar. He is the master of everyone. He is the Ishvara of all the Ishwaras. Is the fan giving you trouble? You think so? You can put off the fan. Yeah, you can turn down the fan. Hari bol. थोड़ा कम कर देना. आधा कर दो. So he is Ishvara Paramaha. He is Parameshwar. He is the Lord of all Lords. Satchidananda Vigraha. He is not destroyed by time. Brahma, Shiva, they are all destroyed by time, annihilated by time. They change from time to time. But Parameshwar is one. There are not many Supreme Lords. There is only one Supreme. There are several Lords, several Gods, but Supreme God or Supreme Lord is only one. Parameshwar can only be one. There cannot be 10, 20, 30 Parameshwaras. Param means Supreme. Supreme means only one. There is only one Supreme Court. Isn't it? In India there is Supreme Court. There are not 10 Supreme Courts. Supreme means Supreme. That's all. There is nothing above it. So that Brahmaji is telling Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadi Radi Govinda. He has no origin. But he is the origin. Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the cause of all causes. And if you see when Nrsimhadev had appeared, at that time Indra is offering prayers, Varuna is offering prayers, Chandra is offering prayers, all of them are offering prayers. You are Supreme Lord, you are our protector. If you are not there, then my dear Lord, how can we sustain? The gods are praying this to Supreme Lord. So even when Indra, he had showered rain in Braja, and after that he realized his mistake, he came to Krishna and he offered obeisances to him and prayed in several ways to please the Supreme Lord. Why? Because there is only one Supreme. And if he is pleased, everything else will be pleased. So today is a very, very important day, that is Shri Krishna's appearance day. And our most revered Srila Param Gurudev, at various places he spoke Hari Kathas. On one particular occasion he spoke about Paratama Tattva Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. About this topic he spoke Hari Katha. I want to read it for my own welfare, and it will bring welfare to everyone. Because we know Krishna has taken birth. He heard a celestial voice, and then this has happened, then he took birth, then he was transferred to, Gokul, and then he performed pastimes, he killed Kamsa. We know all this. But unless until we know who is Krishna, what is my relation with Krishna, then we will not be able to appreciate this. We think this is a story, one nice story, very, what do you call, pleasing to the ears, very pleasing, very nice mythology, myth. But if we understand from ontological perspective, then we will be able to understand what it is, who is Supreme Lord. Vadanti tat tattva vidas tattvam yad jnanam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaniti shabdate tat arthat atindriya vastur bhav ke tattva bole. Tat means that. Vadanti tat. Tat means that. Idam means this. Tat means that. What is that? When do you say that thing? When it is away from you, when it is far from you. This thing, when it is near you. This thing. That thing means it's not in front of you. If it were in front of you, you would have told this thing. But when you are saying that thing, that means it's very far from you. So when we are saying tat, it's even beyond the mind. That vastu, that thing, that object, that substance, that is called tattva. Tattvavidgan, those who know the Supreme Lord, advaya gyan arthat purna gyan ke tattva bole. That absolute reality is called as tattva. Tattva. Tat means that. Tattva means that absolute reality is addressed as tattva by those who are knowers of truth. Advaya gyan Brahma Shabda Dwara, Paramatma Shabda Dwara, or Bhagavan Shabda Dwara Katitahan. That same undivided truth, Advaya, one without a second, non-dual substance, undivided truth. That undivided truth, non-dual substance is understood in three forms: Brahma, Paramatma and Bhagavan. Purna Gyan ek, किंतु तार त्रिविध प्रतीति, ब्रह्म प्रतीति, परमात्मा प्रतीति और भगवत प्रतीति. But Purna Gyan, absolute reality, is only one. It cannot be many. It manifests in three different forms. Brahma, Paramatma, Bhagavan. Its manifestation is in three forms, but they are not three different things. It's only one, but that one, that Supreme Absolute, is manifesting in three different forms. Pratiti ek nahen, but the manifestation is not one. The absolute is one, but manifestation is not one. Brahma brihatvat brihanatvatcha. Brahma brihat evam sakal ke palan o vardhan kuran. What is that Brahma? Brahma is brihatvat brahmanatvatcha. Brihatva means all pervasiveness. That's called Brihatva. Brihatva means gigantic, huge, all pervading. That is Brahma. As an all pervading principle, he is Brahma. Where is Brahma? Everywhere. Brahman is everywhere. Sarvam khalvidam Brahman. Everywhere there is Brahman. There is no existence of a single place without Brahman. That's why Brahman is called all pervading. He is everywhere. He is outside, he is inside. Everywhere that Brahman is there. Ito Narasingha, Parato Narasingha, Yato Yami Tato Narasingha. Wherever you see, inside, outside, wherever you see, there is that Brahman. Supreme Brahman is everywhere. That as Brahman, he is all pervading, all existing. Here it is there. In every atomic particle, Brahman is there. Therefore, that Brahman is the maintainer and protector of all. Brahma Brihat Hoitev Brihat, greatest of the greatest. Brahma matlab, Brahma means greatest of the greatest. Paramatma Anoraniyan, Anu Hoitev Anu. And the second feature is Paramatma. Paramatma is Anayoraniyan, means minute than the minutest. Brahman is greater than the greatest, and Paramatma is minute than the minutest. He is existing in the Atma of all the living entities. What is the size of Atma? Very, very minute. I mean, just for an indication, it's not the exact dimension. It's for an indication to let us know what is the infinitesimal size of it. 1 by 10,000 part of the tip of the hair. In the first place, you cannot make the tip of the hair into 10,000 particles. It's impossible. And even if you were to make it, you will not be able to detect it anywhere. So it is just an indication. He is even minute than that. That is as Paramatma. And Bhagavan, Bhaga is Shakti, Van is Yukta. Shaktivan Yukta. Shakti Yukta means he who is a possessor of unlimited potencies. Sarva Shaktiman, all powerful. Jate Sarvavidha Aishwarya Anutva Vibhutva Madhyamatva Sarvatra Yache. And in that Supreme Lord there is all pervasiveness, there is minuteness, and there is Madhyamatva. There is also the intermittent. Means in the form of Supreme Lord, he can be minute, he can be all pervasive, and he can be intermediate also. As a small form Gopal, he can appear. Bhagavan Shabdir Dwara Paratatver Sarvabhav Prakashit Hoyache. When one says Bhagavan, then his concept of Paramatma is included. The conception of Brahma is also included in Brahma, in Bhagavan. But when you say Brahman, then the Bhagavan feature is not included in it. Because it's all pervading. And there is no minuteness also. Paramatma feature is also not included there. But when you say Bhagavan, there is the minuteness, there is that greatness, and there is that intermediate form also. Bhagavan Charam Karan Paratatver Lakhan Sambandhe Paschatya Darshanik Gan Bolen. In connection to the Supreme, the Western philosophers, they say absolute is for itself and by itself. The Western philosophers, they say absolute is for itself and by itself. But the Sanatana, the followers of Sanatana Dharma, they don't say it God, but they say He God. They don't say it God. Means those who are followers of Sanatana Dharma, they say absolute is for himself and by himself, not itself. Because absolute is a complete reality, absolute truth, and Bhagavan. Rasovai saha rasam hevayam labdvanandi bhavati. Taittiriya Upanishad. In Taittiriya Upanishad it is said, Rasovai saha, ekhane param tattva ke rasa evam purusha bolecha. Saha means he. In Sanskrit, saha means he, masculine form. And rasovai saha, rasa means melos. He is personification of melos, means he is being told that he has qualities and he has feature also, personal feature also. Jini ras বা আনন্দকে প্রাপ্ত হন তিনি আনন্দী হন এবং এন্ড রসম হেবায়ম লব্ধ্বানন্দী ভবতি by attaining him one will become happy, one will become blissful. That is that Supreme Lord. So the followers of Sanatana Dharma, they call absolute truth as He. He means a personal form, a personal aspect is there, and by attaining Him one will get ananda, bliss. It is said in Taittiriya Upanishad, कृष धातु न शब्द युक्त होए कृष्ण शब्द निष्पन्न होइयाछे. When Krish is combined with na, the letter na, Krishna is a syllable, is what do you call dhatu? What do you call as dhatu? Not syllable. Na is a syllable. Krish is like, so dhatu is the root word actually. It's the root. If with the root word Krish, when the syllable, when it combines, then it is Krishna. Then what is the meaning of the root word Krish? The word Krish means Akarshan Sattva Vachak. That which has the potency to attract is called Krish. Sattva Vachak means there is a potency. That potency is to attract everyone. That is Krish. And Ana Ananda Vachak. Ana means giver of bliss. Therefore, Rasovai Saha, he is bliss personified. If you get attracted, he is attracting us. But we are not getting attracted. Because our Guru Maharaj used to give the example of iron and magnet. It is the nature of a magnet to attract iron, and it is the nature of the iron to get attracted by magnet. But when you see that it is not happening, then one cannot say that the theory is wrong. Whatever you said is wrong. No, one cannot say that. Because iron's natural propensity is to, magnet's natural propensity is to attract iron. And iron's natural propensity is to get attracted. But when it's not happening means there is a layer of dust, rust you call it. When the iron is rusted, at that time it's not getting attracted. Therefore, Atma is now rusted. Means now Atma is covered with the material body, and now I am thinking the body to be me, that is the rust. When one cleans the rust on top of the iron, piece, immediately it again gets attracted and magnet will attract. So, Anandavachak, Je Satta Anandamaita ke Krishna bole. That which is blissful and giver of bliss is Krishna. Oh, 30. Today we can go for 5-10 minutes longer. We don't have to eat anything. We don't have to drink anything. We don't have to eat anything. Only Krishna Katha. That's the only purification. That is the only requirement. উপনিষদের সহ শব্দের দ্বারা কৃষ্ণ উদ্দিষ্ট হইয়াছেন. রসোবৈ সহ, by saha, he, whom is that he pointing to? That he is pointing to Krishna only. Why? Krishna means attracting and giving bliss. Therefore that saha, rasovai saha, and then the following word is rasam hevaya labdvanandi bhavati. When you get attracted there, labdva, when you attain it, anandi bhavati, you will become blissful. That is Krishna. গীতাতে কৃষ্ণ বলেছেন aham hi sarvayajnanam bhokta cha prabhurevacha. In Gita the Lord is telling aham hi sarvayajnanam bhokta cha prabhurevacha. I am the master and enjoyer of all the sacrifice that you perform. Any sacrifice you perform in this material world, I am the sole enjoyer and master of it. not the demigods, or not even we. We are doing some small sacrifices to attain some higher things. But Krishna is telling, I am the enjoyer of even those sacrifices. Ami निश्चित सर्वयज्ञेर भोक्ता एवं आमी केवल प्रभु, and I am the only master. The Lord is telling that there are not many masters. I am the only master. एकला ईश्वर कृष्ण आर सबृत्य जारे जैचे नाचाय से तैचे करे नृत्य. एकला ईश्वर कृष्ण. There is only one God, and that is Krishna. आर सब भृत्य, and everyone else, whether it is Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda, Radharani, Balaram, Sakhas, down up to insect, everyone is my servant. Are sabhrityo jare jaiche nachay taiche kare nritya. The way in which the Lord is making them dance, they are dancing. Some as servant, some as dear friend, some as a conjugal lover, some as mother and father, some as an insect, some as something else. He is making everyone dance according to his wish. Brahmano hi pratishtaham amritasya avyavasya cha shashvatasya cha dharmasya sukhasaikantikasya cha. In Gita, it is said that Jnanadiger charam prapya nirvishesha. Oh, this meaning is not given. Brahmano hi pratishtaham. The Brahman is the one that is, aspired by the Brahmavadis. The monists, they want to merge into Brahman. He's telling that Jnani diger charam prapya nirvishesha brahmeru karan Krishna. I am Brahmano hi pratishtha aham. Aham means I. He is telling I. He is not telling that. I am the cause of the Brahman. That which the Jnanis want to attain. Pratishtha shabde prachurya arthe je anand royeche tar prachurya krishnete royeche. Brahmano hi pratishtha. Pratishtha means, here our Param Gurudev says pratishtha means prachurya, abundance. What abundance is there? Abundance of bliss is there in me. Whatever little bliss that you are getting by merging into the Brahman, that's coming from me. There is abundance. Brahma Tarala Ananda, Krishna Ghanibhuta Ananda Swarup. Brahman is just like Ananda, just flowing Ananda, and Krishna is like condensed Ananda. Like if you drink sugarcane juice, sweet, but if you eat molasses or jaggery, more sweet. And if it is further crystallized to sugar, very, very sweet. And the sugar further crystallized into the sugar candy, even more sweet. That's called the condensed form of sweetness. If you have to, if you have cooked ever with jaggery, then jaggery you need to put, let's say 1 kilo of jaggery in to prepare kheer. There if you put half a kilo of sugar, it will be enough, because sugar is a condensed form of jaggery. And further condensed sugar candy, if you put 200 grams, it will be enough, because there is a condensed sweetness there. So if Brahman is like that sugarcane juice, Krishna is like sugar candy, condensed form of sweetness. Krishna Akhil Rasamrita Murti. He is the master of all rasas, all divine mellows are existing in him. All various kinds of divine mellows are existing in him. Means dasya, sakhya, vatsalya, madhur, all these are there in abundance. That is prachurya. Pratishtha. Pratishtha means from me it is established. Means everything is coming from me. There is an abundance of all these things in me. Bhagavanir Ananta Swarupir Madhye Krishna Swarup Sarvottam. And among the infinite forms of Supreme Lord, Krishna's form is supreme, topmost. Krishna Samasta Avatarir Karan Avatari. And he is the source of all other incarnations. He is the fountainhead of all incarnations. Ete chamsa kala pumsaha Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Ridayanti Yuge Yuge. Srimad Bhagavat, 1st Canto, 3rd Chapter, 28th verse. Matsya Kurma Rama Nrishinghadi Avatarer Katha Bole Pore Bolchen Era Keo Krishner Ansha Keo Bakala Krishner Ansha Ansha Kintu Krishna Swayam Bhagavan. After, talking about various incarnations of Supreme Lord Shri Krishna, like Matsya, the fish incarnation, the tortoise incarnation, Ram avatar, Nrsimha avatar, when all these various incarnations or avatars have been described, after that it is said they are either expansions of Krishna or they are expansions of the expansions of Krishna. But Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan. Swayam Bhagavan means he is the original personality of Godhead. Means from him everything is emanating. जार भगवत्ता होइते अन्येर भगवत्ता स्वयं भगवान शब्देर ताहते ही सत्ता. From whom others are getting the powers of being supreme, he can be called as Swayam Bhagavan. Means Rama is supreme, Varaha is supreme, Narayana is supreme, but they are getting the supreme quality from Krishna. That is why they become supreme, otherwise not. Jar Bhagavata hoite Anir Bhagavata, from whom that Bhagavata, the potency of being Bhagavan comes, Swayam Bhagavan Shabdir Tahatai Sata. Only that person can be called as Swayam Bhagavan. What is the definition of Swayam Bhagavan? It's being, what is the fountainhead of all incarnations, from whom others are getting the power of being Bhagavan. He is called Swayam Bhagavan. That is Shri Krishna. Ehetu Nandanandana Krishna ke Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Param Tattva va Sarvottam Aradhya bole chain. That is why Nandanandana Shri Krishna is said to be the topmost object of worship or the supreme personality of Godhead by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that Krishna is the supreme head Godhead, supreme personality of Godhead, and he is the topmost object of worship. So that is the very brief summary of what Param Gurudev spoke on that particular day. We will stop here and then we will continue tomorrow. We will hear about Nandotsav, about Nanda Maharaj's festival, and a few words about Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Goswami Maharaj. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan Panchatattvatmak Shri Gaura Hari ki jai. Paramaraditam Patita Pavana Stotra Sata Shri Srimad Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Goswami Shri Guru Maharaj ki jai. Nitya Leela Pravishtham Vishnupad Pramanta Stotra Sata Shri Srimad Bhakti Daita Madhava Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Jagat Guru Shla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Shri Shri Rupanuga Guru Varga ki jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Das Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu ki jai. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Jai Shri Purna Purushottam Bhagavan Shri Krishna Shubha Avirbhav Titi Puja ki jai. Jai Shri Shri Janmashtami Titi Vara ki jai. जय श्री श्री नंदनंदन श्री कृष्ण आविर्भाव तिथि पूजा की जय। जय श्री श्री नंद महाराज की जय। श्री यशोदा देवी की जय। श्री देवकी देवी की जय। श्री श्री वसुदेव महाराज की जय। श्री गोकुल धाम की जय। गोकुल धामवासी भक्त वृंद की जय। जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्त वृंद की जय। जय नित्य लीला प्रविष्टोम विष्णुपाद प्रमुख स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति विकास ऋषिकेश गोस्वामी महाराज शुभ तिरुभाव तिथि पूजा की जय। समागत हरि कथा श्रवणकारी भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री हरिनाम प्रभु की जय। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल।